What is up, Sports Talk Bears? Like and subscribe. Look, we've got some really good news for the Chicago Bears. I want to share this with you. Rookie Noah Sewell. He's a younger brother of NFL players Panay Sewell with the Lions, Nephi Sewell with the Saints. Incredible pedigree, right? That's super interesting. He is finally healthy and he's ready to go this week against the Falcons. As we move through these last couple games, it is so important we evaluate these rookie players. So let's look at him. He was drafted to bring versatility to the Bears. More specifics on that in a minute, but let's look at what he's been to us. He's been the fourth linebacker on the depth chart, but it's time to get him some reps. We need to develop these young players, and a healthy Sewell is available at just the right time to do so. We got him in the 5th round, but he was originally touted as a first-round player. But something unavoidable happened. In 2021, he was fantastic. The stats here: 114 tackles, 9 for a loss, 4 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. Just a great year for Oregon. But then the next year he regressed. Why did he regress? It happens to a lot of players. And the answer may have been a simple one: a change in coaching staff. He was under head coach Cristobal and defensive coordinator Ken Wilson in 2021, but both ended up gone the next year. So what happens when the staff changes? Schemes change, and that can lead to a player regression, and that's what Sewell experienced. Moving forward to the next year, 3 co-defensive coordinators at Oregon. None of them had directly coached linebackers before. As you know, that's not a problem for the Bears. Eberflus not only played linebacker in college, but he coached it for a full decade in the NFL. What happened with later draft picks in this team? What happened with later draft picks under the care of Coach Flus? Projects like Sanborn, Morrow last season. If anyone can, Coach Flus will get him back to where he was in 2021, and I cannot wait to see it. So we're looking at this. When the Chicago Bears drafted linebacker Noah Sewell, the belief was he would challenge Jack Sanborn. He would challenge Jack Sanborn for the starting Sam linebacker spot. And that's exactly what happened. He was fully on schedule. He was one of the standout players during training camp. He made the most of his extended opportunities because he got lots of opportunity because there were injuries to Tremaine Edwards, to Sanborn, and he saw time with the first team defense all the time in camp. One of the preseason highlights was a recovered fumble against the Bills. I thought it was the first view of what was to come. I was cheering. Poles hitting on another late round draft pick. That's fantastic. A 5th rounder developing. But in that game, it was considered a pretty severe blow for us at that time. Rookie Sewell was carted off the field during the game due to what appeared at the time to be a left leg injury. As we know, it was a knee injury. He had such a strong performance in preseason games, preseason sessions, and in training camp. It looked like, though, his knees bothered him throughout the season. He just hasn't been able to get fully right. Here's what Coach Flus had to say during camp at the time. He's doing so well. He's very strong, right? He's very instinctive. He's just got good ball skills, and he's very instinctive. Once again, I just love the way he knows where the ball is. He can key real fast, and I think it's a good competition. We're leaving it here, and I know that Jack hasn't had a bunch of reps to be able to fully compete in there, and I'm excited about when he gets back to be able to compete at that spot. We'll see where it goes. We're talking about Jack Sanborn looking to get back so he can compete with rookie Sewell. Action so far this year: he's played primarily on special teams. He's had 9 tackles, 4 solo, and a forced fumble. And this is with missing, what did he miss? Week 11, week 12, week 15, and week 16. Let me get rid of this page. In college at Oregon, he played middle linebacker, but he also saw action at edge rusher and lined up in the slot and pass coverage, if you can believe it. That is exactly the versatility that we need. The Oregon product, he had multi-position versatility in college. That gives him the ability to plug and play at any linebacker spot. We need to get him in there to see what we have. might seem small, but his versatility, it isn't inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Bringing Sewell in right now, it fortifies the depth of a group of linebackers, and we didn't have that depth last year. We added TJ Edwards, as you know, we added Tremaine Edwards, as you know. This bolstered the starting lineup, and they have balled big time. However, we know that adding depth, right? We know that adding depth at the position was an important piece of the offseason puzzle. As we've already talked about, there was an argument to be made that Sewell could have started in place of second-year player Jack Sanborn as the team's Sam linebacker, but that injury, it put a wrench in that possible plan. I think the plan's still alive. To me, the fact that he was going to compete from day one, the fact that that was the coach's plan for him, that shows the Bears found a quality depth piece in Sewell. I think they know it, and the coaching staff have loved him from the start. It's just unfortunate, right? This injury obviously has complicated things, but he's back with him being the fourth linebacker on their squad most of the year. It's this versatility that's so important and a huge reason we need to see what we have. What's the value here? We have a low-cost rotational player. He was drafted in the 5th round once again. It's such an important part to a defense. Coming into the draft, he looked like an absolute steal. He looked like an absolute steal. Let's back up. Let's look at who he was as a college player. Let's get a little more specific. Sewell, he appeared in 33 games over 3 seasons at Oregon. He registered 218 tackles, 20.5 tackles for a loss, 7.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. This is a lot here. Bear with me. 9 pass breakups, 3 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. His final year, he was named second team All-Pac Pro, and he was also a Butkus Award semifinalist. That is a huge indication of a great player. His coach, he's really instinctive. He's around the ball. He's a really strong player. He's got good hands. He's a good tackler. He's got a ton of upside. He's upbeat too. He's eager to learn. He's coachable. He comes from a football family, as we talked about. He's another guy, even though he's young, he takes his job really seriously. Let's remember this and touch through this a second. Sewell, quite the prospect pedigree. He's the younger brother of Lions offensive tackle Penei Sewell. Noah Sewell, he was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school who was the Pac-12's freshman defensive player of the year. So what am I saying here? I am so glad he's back and ready to play for us this weekend, and keep a watch on this. Keep a watch if he gets into the rotation. It is vitally important that we see what we have. We get him from some starters reps, and I think he's going to ball out. I think he's going to be yet another 5th round draft pick hit by our GM polls. And I can't wait for the future. I think it's really bright. Let's look forward to this. I think his athleticism, his skill, it should provide some opportunities for us to use him in specific instances. He's going to be a swing. He's going to be a situational linebacker. We can do this all while developing him as a secondary option on the linebacker depth chart, and I am here for it. You guys send me a comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know where you think Sewell will fit in. Let me know if you think he's going to be a key rotational piece moving forward. And hey, bear down. Let's beat Atlanta. See ya.